there, my name is Amy Small and I am the founder and owner of Knit Collage, a business where along with an incredible team of women, I design unique hand-spun yarns and I teach knitting. So over the past 14 years that I have been in business, I have taught thousands of students everything from the basics of the knit stitch to how to knit in the round to more complicated techniques like how to read a chart, how to steek a sweater, or do entrelac. So along the way, these students have finished with projects that they love and rock with joy and pride. And they've up-leveled their skills along the way, and they've developed a practice that helps bring calm and relieves stress. One of the best things that comes about with knitting. But that's not how it all started for me. When I began getting into knitting, I struggled so hard. I struggled to get help and learn new techniques, and all of that ended up leading to many unfinished objects. We call them UFOs in the knitting world. I never finished anything. So does any of this sound like you? This is where I was. Are you a beginner who wants to take your skills to the next level? Do you often make mistakes in your knitting, but you don't know how and where to get help? Do you struggle to actually finish projects? This was me my entire 20s, the whole decade. Do you wish there was a community of color and fiber-loving friends to geek out about all the knitting details with? Are you looking for a deeper way to tap into your creativity and get free, but have no idea how? Are you looking for a healthy way to cope with the stresses of daily life? So if you said yes to even just one of those things, then you are in the right place and you're not alone. I was there. I said yes to every single one of those things at a time in my life. I want to invite you to join me in the Solstice Hug Knitting Challenge. Over the course of this 10-day challenge, you are going to learn new skills, knit in community, and finish with a cowl to love and cherish for so many years to come. The Solstice Hug pattern is a super simple, easy to knit pattern that is ideal for learning new techniques and getting wildly creative and free with color and texture. My favorite kind of pattern. It works up on a large needle, which means that if you have 30 minutes you can devote to and you can commit to working on this cowl a day for the duration of our 10-day challenge, you will finish with a cowl. You'll finish with your beautiful cowl ready to rock and wear. Myself and the designer of this pattern, Cheryl Kubat, who also happens to be a knitting coach on the Knit Collage team, will be here to support you and answer any and all questions that you might have along the way so that you push past any mistakes or things you don't know that crop up, and we get you to that finish line to have your FO, your finished object. Together, we're going to jumpstart your knitting practice so that you also not only have that finished object, but you get to experience some of the amazing benefits that come with embracing a knitting practice. They include increased creativity and finding and developing that healthy tool that you can lean into anytime. Knitting, really, that brings about peace and calm. Those are just a few of my favorites. So we kick off this adventure on January 1. All right, so let's dive into this challenge and really what's in store. So when you join in, you're going to get a video course on how to knit the Solstice Hug pattern from start to finish, taught by me in bite-sized chunks. I just ask that you know how to do the knit and purl stitch. Everything else I am going to teach you, and the course is yours forever. We'll never kick you out of there, so it's yours forever. Here are some of the techniques you'll learn that you can take with you as you continue to up-level your skills. Knitting in the round, knitting magic loop, knitting a rib, needle felting ends, and German short rows, just to name a few. You'll get the downloadable pattern and a little workbook with our top tips and resources for knitting success, as well as your knitting schedule. You'll get daily Facebook Lives and Zooms with myself and Cheryl Kubat, the knitting coach and designer of the pattern. And these will be where you come to really ask questions and get help and share your progress and cheerlead each other. These are going to be a lot of fun. And this is where we help you push past any mistakes so that you can keep going and finish with an awesome cowl that you adore. We also have the community. So we'll have a Facebook group community that's private, that's for you to lean into as much or as little as you like. This is going to be about cheerleading and getting you help in the moment right on Facebook. And I have to say, our community is the kindest. So you have the option to order the yarn for the cowl from us. We've put together, I think, around 17 or 18 different kits using our Spun Cloud yarn and our mini skein samplers, or you can decide to go with a virtual option. At the very end, we're going to have a closing ceremony and a celebration party hosted live on Zoom that's going to be part party, part community fashion show where we will all share our projects. So I open up registration on December 20th, next week at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for both the virtual option priced at $22 and the yarn kit option, which is priced at $108 to $138 depending on your size. And we would so love to have you join us. So with the virtual option, you're going to get just everything I mentioned before, except the yarn. You still get a chance to win all those prizes. And if you decide to go with the yarn option, you get everything I just mentioned, plus the yarn to make your project. I'm going to link all the details below to the yarn you need, the needle size, and the gauge, so that if you decide to secure your own yarn, source your own yarn, you'll know exactly what you need at the link below. So we've never done anything like this before, which makes it incredibly exciting. A condensed version of our knit along held over 10 days with a small doable pattern that isn't as scary as a sweater or as scary as a poncho or steeking into something. So it's going to be this little bite-sized way you can join in, jumpstart your knitting hobby, and really take it to the next level with a community of awesome members ready to cheer you on and hold you accountable to actually finish your project. So stay tuned, more coming. We open everything up on the 20th, and I do plan to do another video about the actual cowl pattern and fit and yarn. So stay tuned for that coming up in a few days too. All right, let me know below if you have any questions, what you're most excited about. Thank you so much.